Hi, everyone. Apologies that we had to move the platform. Thank you so much for your patience and understanding on that. I mean, we've been having some technological challenges recently, so we're glad that we're able to fix this today. Anyway, how are you all doing? So today, my name is Tui Oladili, and I'm the founder and the executive director for the Immigrant Council for Art Innovation. And today we're here to talk about a very important program to the organization. It's the Newcomer Art Professional Program, and it was created to support newcomers and immigrants who have been in Canada for less than 7 years. So if you've been here for more than 7 years, that means you're just listening to know about the program, probably to share with somebody you know, or to just enjoy seeing our faces. However, you wouldn't be able to participate, all right, in the program. Now, let me also say, hopefully not, God forbid, we don't have anyone bumping into this video meeting that is not supposed to be there. But just in case anything happens and whatnot, like if we have any intruder in the meeting, we're gonna have to disconnect the meeting immediately. So just in case you hear any of us say something like disconnect and we end the meeting, either myself or Smita, please end the meeting immediately also, because we might not be able to end it for everyone. The way this platform is a bit different from Zoom, so we might not be able to do that for everyone. But if we say that, please end the meeting, okay? And we'll have to fix it one way or the other. Hopefully not, though. Thank you so much. That being said, can we go to the next screen, please? So before we go on, we want to acknowledge that we live, work, and make art on the Treaty 6, 7, and 8 ancestral lands of the many indigenous Métis and Inuit nations in Alberta. We respect the land we live on, and we also acknowledge that there is unresolved history in these treaties. Absolutely. We publicly commit to advancing reconciliation, and we make intentional efforts towards ending systemic racism through our work in the community as we continue to celebrate and protect the diverse cultures, languages, traditions, and history that existed here before us. Thank you very much. Just some housekeeping stuff. Please keep your name or your preferred name, type it so we can address you correctly. So ensure that we have your name. I know for Google, your name is automatic, like from your email. So that's fine. But it will be great for us to know your name just in case you have questions. So it will be great to introduce yourself. Keep your microphone muted when you're not speaking. And Smita, just in case you notice anyone is unmuted, kindly mute the microphone when you're not speaking. If you notice that your name appears twice, all right, or you just see that someone else has exact name that you have, please report it immediately and let us know. Feel free to unmute at any time and just let us know. If you have a question, raise your hand. Use the raise your hand function so that we know. Put your question in the chat. Would like to take it at the end because our time is fast spent. Please be respectful of all attendees and their contributions, okay? Next slide, please. Just so you know, this program, we are the organizer, the Immigrant Council for Arts Innovation, and it's being funded by Calgary Arts Development, Edmonton Arts Council, Workland Center, RBC, Rosé Foundation, Canadian Heritage, Alberta Foundation for the Arts, and Canada Council for the Arts. Before we go on, just a second here, I want to make sure we have everything that we need. Good. Before we go on, we'd like to let you know a little bit about us. So the Immigrant Council for Arts Innovation is an arts council based in Alberta. It was founded in 2019 to support immigrant and newcomer artists, art professionals, creative people, culture workers to the existing arts community here. We encourage diversity and expression through culture, expression of culture through the creation of a safe and welcoming community. All right. Next slide, please. I'm going to power through a little bit just so we can cover everything. Okay. Our vision is to see a transformed arts community through opportunities designed for immigrant arts and culture workers. We every day work to connect, empower, and advocate for immigrant and newcomer arts and culture workers every day. Our values are we work in equity and diversity and inclusion, creativity, passion, kindness, and inspiration drive what we do, and through relationships, we build community. How do we do all this? Essentially, through specialized information, guidance, and resources, through free and inclusive and culture responsive programs, through mentorship, coaching, and community support, and we advocate for safe, inclusive, and equitable spaces. We have a couple of programs. Currently, you are with us because of NAPP in this session, but we also have the Mentors in Resident program. It's another mentorship program. We feature our members as Artists of the Month. We have exhibitions and performances. We do workshops, info sessions, and networking events regularly. Thank you. Now you're here for NAPP. So what is NAPP? It's a dedicated professional development initiative tailored to empower and support newcomer professional artists, art administrators, culture workers, all right? It serves as a pivotal platform fostering connections, resources, access, educational enrichment, and professional establishment within a Canadian arts landscape. All right. So the purpose is to support newcomer and immigrants through mentorship, through professional development, by touching in all the areas that are essential for you to know something about to be able to make a career for yourself in the creative, in the art, in the culture, in the entertainment sector. Now, a few things that you would have in this session, in this NAPP, is that you would experience personalized one-on-one mentorship. So you have a mentor who will work with you alone for 6 months. All right. And then you would have access to professional development every month, I think twice. We have cohorts in Calgary and in Edmonton. So in case you're from Edmonton and you're here, let us know. It's dedicated to amplifying newcomers' visibility in the arts and community-focused sectors. Now, NAPP is more than a program. It is a gateway to essential information, abundant networking opportunities, career guidance, and motivation. It opens doors to a world of possibilities for successful participants, all right? And it serves as your catalyst for a thriving career in the vibrant arts landscape here in Canada, especially in Alberta. Thank you. Now, what are the goals that we've identified for NAPP? We're going to provide essential support for you through reliable information, intentional networking opportunities, and sector specific insights. All right. We're going to offer practical art experience. So you're going to get experience hands on. You're going to get through one on one mentorship, career coaching, guided professional development tailored to each participant's goals. You're going to build an understanding of community engagement. What does this mean? Like, how are you going to engage with your community? You're going to create opportunities for mentors to share their knowledge, industry experience, and more. Now, also, we're going to provide access to professional development sessions for you. It's a group and it will be led by Canadian art professionals. We're going to deliver comprehensive training and exposure to the sector in the industry. We're going to offer you a paid, meaningful Canadian experience alongside structured guidance. And then it's going to be an empathetic and inclusive arts community in Alberta. These are some of the goals that we have to create NAPP. Great. Who is involved in this? Who are we looking for? Mentors. The mentors are professional artists, art managers, community leaders, anyone around at all. And they're Canadian citizens, permanent residents, newcomers or immigrants. They've lived in Canada for more than 2 years, all right? And they've established a presence here. And who is the participant? The mentees. The mentees are people who are newcomers. So to participate, you have to be less than 7 years in Canada. You're actively practicing or pursuing an arts career. So we want someone who is pursuing a career in the arts. Next slide, please. Eligibility. All right. What do you need to be eligible? You have to be 18 years plus. So it's not for students, right? Undergrad. You must be less than 7 years as of your total stay in Canada as at the day you're applying. You must be a student currently pursuing a degree program in any institution in Canada. You must be an experienced artist or arts manager or culture worker from your home country. So this is not a training place to be an artist. No, it is to be an artist in Canada. So that transition is what we're helping you to develop. So you must have been doing something in your home country. And this is our definition of who an artist or art manager or culture worker is. You are expected, professional arts degree is not a requirement. So you don't have to have an arts degree, no. You have to be a member though of ICAI, but membership is free. You only need to fill a form that asks you like 4 questions and you're done. You must be able to make it to the physical events in Calgary or Edmonton, depending on the one you belong to. Okay? So depending on the one you belong to, you have to be able to make one. Dates are shared well in advance and put in your calendar well in advance. So we hope that you'll be able to join us for each of the sessions. Next slide. Okay, let's talk about what's going to happen. To be a participant, you'll be selected by jury members. We will do like a few chats with you, like a short chat with you, not a few, a short one, just to get to know you better. And then these are the things you will need to invest. It's 1 hour, 30 minutes bi-weekly PD session every month, twice. And 24 hours minimum of meeting with your mentor over 6 months. So 24 hours divided into 6, all right? That's about 4 hours per month. That's all we need. You're going to have professional coaching, which is going to be around 30 minutes to 1 hour. We're going to check in with you somehow in the middle of the program. And you're going to have total about 3 hours for physical presence. That's what we need for in the period of 6 months. By the end of the program, you're going to have some networking sessions that will help you connect with people, employers in whatever city that you belong. All right. Now, if you're a mentor, it's a little bit different. I don't think we don't know if you're here and you'd like to be a mentor. There's the application form. Smita, please kind of put in the mentor application form in the chat and the mentee application form in the chat also, and the website link to the NAPP page. So if you're a mentor, we'll need 24 hours from you in total, and your physical presence at the beginning and at the end. That's all. And we'll check in with you sometimes in the middle to just see how you're doing. For both mentor and mentee, you get $1,000 at the end of the program. Next slide, please. Thank you. It's kind of taking a little longer to show up. So now outcomes for participants. One of the things we'd like you to gain at the end of the program is to have an understanding of the Canadian arts and culture context. All right, know what's going on, gain practical work experience, know how to pay your taxes, how to do your bookkeeping, understand, develop professional documentation and career tools. So know how to prepare your resume, your artist statement, exhibition statements, branding, and things like that. How to brand yourself, entrepreneurship skills, and social media presence. Would like you to know one of the things you would have as an outcome is that you'll be able to build your essential career networking skills. How do you get a job? How do you communicate? Community engagement, expanding your network, and things like that. You're going to receive personalized mentorship and guided professional development. So it's for you. And gain practical Canadian arts experience and professional exposure. Thank you. Next slide, please. Some of the other outcomes is that you would receive personalized professional support, as we mentioned, which are divided into this. So unconditional mentor guidance, one-on-one career coaching, dedicated grant review session, ongoing support from ICAI. So if you want support letters, grants, awards, things like that, we're going to produce an individual video portfolio for you at the end of the program that will be part of what you're going to use to, present yourself wherever you go. And you're going to be able to take the RBC Emerging Artist Program and free admission to Rose Essentials of Arts Administration Program through Rose Foundation for free, which would normally cost $100. But if you participate in this program, you get to have it for free. You get to take part in it for free. You're going to also be able to build long-term career readiness, develop the skills that you need to prepare yourself, demonstrated through a certificate of completion, strengthen professional relationships, and expanded network. Next slide, please. If you're a mentor here, what are the things you're benefiting? Enhanced leadership skill through guiding emerging newcomer and immigrant art professionals. Like, you're going to be able to support them and guide them through their work. Expansion of your professional network too, right? Personal fulfillment and satisfaction from supporting others. Strengthening of personal brand and community presence. Opportunity for personal career growth and meaningful cross-cultural relationships. Thank you. What are the things we're expecting from you? Part of the things we're expecting from you, just a second, let me see if I can admit this person. Part of the things we're expecting from you at the end is your meeting tracker. So we have a very strict policy around this in the sense that we want to be able to support and help and ensure that we have the right deliverables. We're going to be requesting your meeting tracker so that we know that you're meeting your mentor. It's required, and we would need it to complete the payment of your honorariums. We'll need you to complete and sign the NAPP Participant Mentor Mentee Working Agreement. Complete a minimum of 24 hours of mentorship by April 2027. So we expect you and your mentor to have met for 24 hours in total. And the hours will be spread across the 6 months. So it could be 1 hour per week, 2 hours per week, whichever way you prefer. Hours may include in-person meetings, online meetings, emails, chats, reviews, etc. We would expect you to work on a realistic goal or project. We expect you to attend all required sessions, and all the sessions are required. Commit to mentoring relationship. Maintain regular communication with your mentor. This is very important. Respect confidentiality and participate in program evaluation to help ICAI assess impact and improve future programming, if that makes sense. Thank you. Part of the other expectations we have is to maintain a positive and cooperative attitude, all right? Very important. Understand that mentorship is not tutoring, all right? That to mentor you to achieve a goal. Contact us, myself or Smita, in case the match is not appropriate, all right? Commit fully to the program for its entire duration. Use the program resources provided. Respect the mentor's time. Take responsibility for your own growth. Be honest with your mentor about your challenges, barriers, etc. Listen to and thoughtfully evaluate the mentor's advice. Meet all the check-in evaluation requirements and avoid expecting the mentor to do the work for you. These are very important and key things to consider. Where is NAPP going to happen? Mostly online. We're only going to meet in person twice. The day you meet your mentor and the day you graduate. However, in this new NAPP, we're going to be having 2 professional development sessions in person, and we will let you know when they will be. Next slide, please. I'm going to let Smita take continue from here to walk you through the timeline where we are and what the next steps would be. Thank you. Smita, please, do you mind?
Sure. So this is a timeline in brief. Your application stage is currently open, and the application closes end of April. Around May, August of this year, we'll have the selection. That means the jury will review the applications, and the shortlisted applicants will be interviewed, or we'll meet with them to understand the goals better. And if you're finally selected, you'll be paired with a mentor. By September, we'll have the orientation. So any communication will be sent about the selection, like the final selection, by end of August. So in September, we'll have the orientation sessions. There'll be a kickoff networking event, and we'll send the meeting for all the, we'll be sending the dates and details to all the selected mentees by 3rd week of August. In October 2026 to April 2027 is when the actual program runs. So you'll have one-on-one meetings with your mentors. You'll have 2 PD sessions each month, except in December, which is a break. You'll have catch-up meetings with the coordinator. There will be a video or recording project that we will give you as a you can consider that as a benefit out of NAPP, where we'll be creating a professional video recording for you, which will serve you as a video portfolio. And in May 2027, we'll have the final celebration event and a career connection networking event where you'll get introduced to more stakeholders in the city. So that is where the next cohort ends. The application and selection process. Applications are opened since April 1st, and the deadline to apply is April 30th. So it will be a Google form. So it's like a Google form, and you need to fill all the questions mentioned there. All applications will be reviewed, and 30 shortlisted applicants will be invited for interviews in Edmonton and Calgary. Those meetings will be online, but the participants might be from Edmonton and Calgary, since we have 2 cohorts. And the 30 shortlisted are combinedly from Edmonton and Calgary, not separately from Calgary and Edmonton. Interviews for shortlisted applicants will take place sometime in June 2026, and we will be sending you meeting invites well in advance. Selected participants for the September 2026 to May 2027 cohort will be notified by the 3rd week of August 2026. Now, what are we assessing, or what is the jury looking for in the application? So this is the scoring matrix. Your experience and artistic merit and how you describe it will carry 10 points. And the understanding that we get from the application, whether the applicant demonstrates a need for the program. Like, do you understand what the program is, and do you think do we see that need for you to be in the program through the application? That carries 20 points. And your program understanding, what you understand by NAPP, or how much is your understanding about the program, how much you know that it can serve you, or how it can serve you. So that scores 10 points, and overall quality of the application has another 10 points. Now, what NAPP features? Like Toyin mentioned earlier, this is like a re-go through of what NAPP entitles. So you have one-on-one mentoring with the dedicated mentor that you have. So you get up to approximately 24 hours of mentorship, one-on-one mentorship with the paired mentor. There are group meetings. There are PD sessions that we conduct bi-weekly. So bi-weekly, it's twice in a month. So around 12 professional development sessions. We also have career coaching and one-on-one sessions to understand your career goals, and we'll help you your direction, or give you more clarity on how to go around to achieve your goals. There will be one-on-one check-ins with the NAPP coordinator to check your progress and to address any concerns. So the program components include project work, final events, and honorarium. Project work, each mentee-mentor pair, like the selected mentee and the matched mentor, will work on a project. It could be anything that the mentee has expressed or in the application. So a goal-based project throughout the program, and we'll set clear guidelines for that from the beginning of the program. There will be final events, which include a career connection event, where you'll meet sector professionals, meet other stakeholders. And then the day 2 of the final event will be a celebration event, more like a graduation day, highlighting your achievement. And then there will be honorarium of $1,000 paid at the end of the program to support your project and the participation. Again, that will depend on your participation and how you work throughout the program. Now, these are the PD session dates. These are in brief. If there are any changes to it, we will communicate it during the networking event, the first Kickstart networking event, or during the mentee orientation. As of now, these are the scheduled dates. PD sessions are generally on first and third Thursdays of the month, 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mountain Time. And anything that is marked in pink here is physical events. Video recording for the mentee will be scheduled sometime between March and April 2027. That is for giving the mentee a video portfolio, or the professional video portfolio individual. So these are application details. Applications, again, going through it, so it's very clear. Application opened on 1st of April and closes on April 30th. If there are any changes, please, we will let you know through our website and social media. So you can follow our social media or check our website for more updates or any changes. The application link is available on the ICAI website. I'll show you there. For any unanswered question, you can email me at programs@icaionline.org. So what do we look for in your application? basically all the questions has to be answered. Make sure you give as much as information as possible, or describe what you really want, or based on the questions. You send us links to your resume and artwork. You can share it through the website. It could be like the links from the website that you have, or your portfolio, or maybe work through a stored drive, maybe your Google Drive or any other format that we can access and is acceptable. Your artistic practice, we want to know what you do, how you work, what your creative focus is, and what you have been doing, what you have done from the home country, what you aspire to do, and all of those. And your learning journey, like if you have stayed in Canada here for like 4 years, what have you learned? What is the most hardest thing that you faced, or what is the major challenges? So complete responses for all the questions. Now, this will take us to the Menti application. Let me see if it would take us. So this is basically the Menti application form. You can read through all these, and if you're not an ICAI member, make sure you fill this membership form. The link is here. Make sure you fill that form to become a member, and then start completing this Menti application. Your email, your city, your details, your phone number for contact, what type of artistic practice. Make sure you check on all the all that applies, not just one. Yeah, and there are some detailed questions. What does mentorship mean to you? Describe your ideal mentor. So these will give us a better idea of what you're really looking for. And here it says, please share the link to your resume or CV below, and also the links to the artwork. And make sure when you share that drive, or if it's a website or a YouTube or something from public platform, make sure, that might be pretty accessible, but if you're sharing something from Google Drive or your personal drives, make sure you are allowing the jury members to actually view it. So make it possible, make it accessible for everybody having that link. You can set the date time if you want to make it more protective, at least until end of June, until we finish your interviews. We want to make sure that those links are accessible for us to make our decisions. And these are the dates of all the mandatory requirements dates, or the PD session dates that we have, and other physical events. Make sure you read the question properly and then check. We have asked you to check the dates you're not available. So make sure if there are any such dates that we can, if there are any dates that you think you cannot make it, please check only those. Yeah, and it's any additional information, and that's it. You can submit this. This is the application. Going back. Okay. Toyin, do you want to do the FAQs, or do you want me to take it?
You can continue. That's okay. Thank you.
Okay. So general questions that we normally get, frequently asked questions. So we have tried to put them together. And if this answers your question, all good. If not, we'll take it at the end. Okay. So we have been hearing people ask who can apply. It's only newcomer and immigrant artists, art managers, and community arts workers who have lived in Canada for less than 7 years and are actively engaged in arts, or trying to build their artistic career here with the stay of less than 7 years. So while applying, if you have stayed in Canada, like if you came to Canada like in 2015, and then you went back to your home country in 2016, and then came back just in 2025, that would still make it less than 7 years. But let's say you stayed here for 5 years and then you went back and you came back, you have multiple breaks, but then when put together, it's more than 7 years, then you will not automatically become ineligible to apply. Is there any age requirement? No, NAPP is open to adults of all age. Adults meaning 18 plus, and who are not currently enrolled into a university or a full-time, and who's not a full-time student as of now. If you're a full-time student and 18 plus and an immigrant, you're still not eligible. You should be 18 plus and not a full-time student. Do I need a specific education or degree? No formal education is required. Your artistic practice, experience, and commitment is what matters the most, and what we see. Do you have like history of working in arts in the past? Do you have strong artistic portfolio or experience? That's what we look into. I left my artistic practice and I'm returning to it. Can I still apply? Of course. You have some track records to show that you were into it and you want to, you are aspiring to be an artist or an arts professional here. You're welcome. Can a collective apply? No. Applications are individual, but collective members may apply separately. So if your collective has 3 people, each of them can separately apply, but you cannot apply as a collective. Do I pay to participate in NAPP? No. The program is completely free of cost, and it's completely free for participants. However, we pay for the mentees that get into the program at the end of the program, an honorarium. That is taxpayers' money, so there are conditions to be met. Can I apply if I work full-time or part-time? Yes, many participants that we have do have other full-time job or a part-time job, but all that we look for is, are you still able to work, or are you still able to satisfy all the requirements or eligibility or expectations that we have? Meaning, can you attend all the PD sessions? Can you make it to all the physical events and sessions that we hold? Can you commit time with the mentor and keep that going, and meet with them one-on-one, maybe in person or through online, whatever that is set up between the mentee and mentor? Can you commit to it even with your job? That is what we look for. What if I cannot attend one professional development session due to work? Well, the requirement is 100% attendance. That is what we are looking for. There is no excuse unless it is like an extreme medical emergency. We know things can happen, but the requirement here is that you are available for all the PD sessions, all the events, because we share the dates well in advance, and it's also a paid program. So that is why that expectation. Toyin, you had something to add.
Yes, but first, can you hear any sound? Can you hear any piano sound in my background? No? Hello?
No.
Okay, great. So for that question, can I apply if I work full-time or part? Absolutely, as long as you can attend all the sessions. Smita was talking about how the sessions are very mandatory, of course, for health issues, especially if they're in person. If it's online and you can still like put it on camera off and listen, that's fine. The thing is, completing this program without attending those PD sessions is technically like a waste of time, because that's where you're going to get the value from, right? So it is a very mandatory part of the program, and if you are not able to make it, we do not record it because of the nature. And it's also an opportunity to ask questions, learn from your peer, learn from the facilitator, and things like that. So it's very, very mandatory. We have ways that we support. If you have to, if for some reason you're working and that time might be a challenge, maybe 1 day or 2 days. We can't do that for throughout the programs, except you want us to like we've had people who said, can you give me a letter so that I can give my employer, just so they know that I'm taking this program? Absolutely, we can do that to support you and to ensure that you have something to show your employer, or something to show that you're in a program. So yeah, thank you. Over to you, Smita. Thanks.
Okay. Will I receive all PD session dates in advance? Of course, it'll be sent as a package while you sign the contract. So all the dates will be we will let you know all the dates well in advance. It will also be added to your calendar, so you can plan your things so that there is no clash in times. So you're not double booked for multiple things. How do I apply? Through the Google form that we just shared. What do you want to see in the application? Again, links to your resume, links to your artwork or portfolio. Make sure it's accessible to the jury members. A description of your artistic practice, what you've learned, what you want to learn, what you hope to do next, and complete answers for all the questions that's asked in the form. How do I share my past work? You can share it through, like, you might have Instagram where you might be sharing your work. You can share the links from it. You can upload it to your personal drive, like, upload your artwork or your performance, your literary work, whatever that is, to the Google Drive or any personal drive, and send us the link to it. And you can share the link in the form. You do not need to upload. And again, since you're sharing the link, you can still keep adding more items to it until the application closes. How do I upload my work to Google Drive? Normally, upload your files to Drive. You just need to right-click, share, set to anyone with the link can view. But if there are anybody who does not know to share, you can reach out to me. I can share. I can share an email with screenshots of how to do it. How many participants will be selected? So 30 applicants will be shortlisted from all the applicants for the interview. Final selection will be made for the cohort based on that interviews after. So we can take only 20 applicants maximum into the program. Will everyone have different mentors? Yes. Each participant is matched with a mentor based on practice, goals, and availability, or based on what was the request. Like you might see scenarios where the disciplines may not match between the mentee and the mentor, but the mentor might be an arts administrator, mentee might be a performer. So the match is because the mentee might have asked for, somebody who can help with getting audience, or maybe setting up their career, like how to get into how to gain more visibility, whatever that question is or goal is. Depending on the goals, we match the mentee to the mentor. When will group and one-on-one sessions be held? Dates will be shared in advance. Mentorship hours are flexible and arranged one-on-one mentorship between mentee and the mentor are decided between the mentee and mentor. So ICAI is not involved in it. unless it becomes a need for ICAI to be involved. Can I use my current project as my NAPP project? Yes, you can, as long as it aligns with your goals and can be supported through the mentorship. If it's totally out of scope, no. So are there any opportunities? What paid opportunities might be available after NAPP? So we make sure that participant gets at least one paid opportunity after NAPP through our programs and partnerships. Participants may access ICAI-supported opportunities such as exhibitions, performances, community projects, sector job postings, or maybe artist calls and commissions. So who do I contact for more questions? You can reach out to me. Programs at icaionline.org for any clarification, support, or technical help needed. Now, I know we went 10 minutes overboard. We were supposed to end it by 6:30. It's already past 10 minutes because we had some issues at the beginning and we had to change the platform. But if you have any questions, thank you for being great listeners. And if you have any questions, now is the time to ask.
Is there like a certain amount of work that you want to see? I just want to know, like, is it the more examples or the more images we share, is it better? Is there like a certain cap on any of that?
Thank you for that question. So if you observe, we're not asking you to share your work. We're asking you to share the location of your work. So, e.g., your Google Drive or your website. So, I know some of you might want to create like a folder and share the link with us. Great. Put as many as you can because it's a link, right? So, I wouldn't say maybe put 2 or 3 or 4. Put as many as you want.
Mm-hmm.
If your work is living on your website, we get to see everything anyway.
Okay.
If it's in a Google Drive, then put as many as you can in it. I mean, the more we see, the more, like we said, it's going to be juried. So the jury will go through your work and see it. So the more you give them, the better, right?
Okay. But can you give us some tips or some guidelines? Like, what is it that jury really wants to see, like, as in, especially for the ones who have taken a break and then moved countries, so they're getting back into their work, right? So it's like starting a different theme of work or a different body of work. So can
Mm-hmm.
we submit like the old body of work, like the old theme, and then this one as well? I just want to know, like, are they looking for like one cohesive journey, or is it okay, like we have a story, right? Like everyone has a
Mm-hmm.
story to share.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
how can one, like, is it gonna go against someone in that way, or is it like,
No.
I just
What
want
you
to
need,
know like what they're
yeah,
looking for.
thank you
Yeah.
for that question. What you need to do is tell us your story. So imagine that I have never met you before. We don't know you before, right? You're going to be sharing some work. The work is backed up by your story. That
Mm-hmm.
story is what you need to say. This is who I am. This is my work. This is
Mm-hmm.
what I've done. I have moved countries. I'm trying new things. This is where I'm going. Keyword, where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I'm going this way, and I'm going to be taking X skill with me, and what I learned in graphics, and what I learned in dance, or what I learned in this, I'm taking that with me, and I'm going this place. In
Mm-hmm.
the form, you're going to see that we ask, like, what kind of mentor are you looking for? We asked all that questions because all those questions because we want to know where you're going. We want to go there with you. See,
Mm-hmm.
we don't, whatever it is you used to do, you no longer do, and all those things, it doesn't matter. Just say what you want now for your future. That's where we want to meet you.
Okay, that's great. That's really
Yeah.
helpful.
So if you
So,
want to put works from things that you've done, say, oh, I used to do graphics, here it is. But now I'm going into dance, there, here, here. The reason I'm giving you graphics also is so you understand my skill and so you
mhm.
understand where I'm coming from. And so you can give me a mentor that has both graphics and dance skill.
Okay, yeah, that's perfect. Okay,
Exactly.
great. Okay, thank you so much for
Yeah,
that.
you're welcome. Any other question?
How many jury, like you said that there's going to be jury, like how many members are there that are going to judge the applications?
We can't disclose that. That's
Okay.
confidential. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Okay.
We can tell you that it is, we have jury members from each discipline, so they understand your work. So it's not that there is nobody in the jury who understands what you do. So there are people who can connect and know what they're doing.
Okay, that's helpful. Thank you so much.
Are there any other questions? All right, if there are no questions, I believe we did a good job in explaining. And if there are any questions that might pop up later that you have, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach me at programs@icaionline.org, and I'll be more than happy to respond. My responses might be a little delayed, so please allow me a few business days to up to a week to respond.
Okay.
All right. I believe there are no more questions then. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, asking your questions, listening, and thank you so much for being flexible to, uh, you know, um, move to Google platform when we had a change of when we had a situation there. Thank you so much. You have a very nice rest of your evening, and looking forward to see all your applications.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stopping my recording now.
Bye bye.